Good afternoon. Welcome back to Girded with Truth. So, we have really been going through faith, and God has really been taking me through. And today is Friday. So, we have come to the end of this part of our faith journey, which is exactly what I would like to speak to you today about faith for the journey. Matthew chapter 17, verses 19 to 21 says, Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Jesus said unto them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Say nothing. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So Jesus was telling the disciples, you have to fast and pray. But he was also telling them, you need faith. Certain things in your life cannot leave your life unless you have faith to go further. And Jesus was telling them, all you need is a little bit. All you need is a little bit of faith to start this faith journey. You don't need to start with great faith. You just need to take the little bit of faith that you have and begin this faith journey with God. You know, we talk about Abraham leaving his hometown and going to a place where the Lord will show him, which might take great faith. But in this account, Jesus is saying, no, you don't need to start with that kind of faith. You could start with the little bit you have. You know, sometimes disappointments come, sometimes hurts come, sometimes things doesn't work out the way that we think they might. But God is saying, don't let that bombard you and hold down your faith. He is saying today, all you need is faith like a mustard seed. Matthew 8:5-8 says, And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus said unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. But verse 10 spoke about Jesus' response. When Jesus heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And he ended in verse 13. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the same hour. So the first account spoke about faith like a mustard seed, but this account speaks about great faith, because when you have had experience, and this centurion man spoke about people under him and people above him, so he was a man of stature, of authority, but he also had people who had authority over him. And he is saying that he had great faith in Jesus. He is saying that he had experience with things being done just by a word. He is saying that he knows if that word is spoken because of probably what he heard about Jesus or what he knew about Jesus, it will come to pass. So he is saying, no, Jesus, my house is not clean enough for you. I am not worthy enough for you to come into my house. But if you just say it, it will be done. So he have this kind of radical faith that Jesus is looking for in us. He have this kind of breakthrough faith that can just allow a word from God to penetrate his life, and it shall be done. Because verse 13 says it was done in the self-same hour, which means within that hour, within that time period he was having that conversation with Jesus, his servant was being healed. So that's the comparison between the faith like a mustard seed and the great faith. But guess what? God is just looking for faith in you. There's a verse in the Bible that speaks about when the Son of Man comes, meaning when Jesus comes, will he find faith in the earth? So ask yourself today, if Jesus encounters me today, would he find faith in me? And we learned that without faith, it is impossible to please God. But God is ready to give us faith for the journey, because this relationship with him, this connection with him, this whole lifestyle that we have with him is a journey, and we need faith for the journey. We can't do this without faith. If we are doing this without faith, then at the end of the day, what will we have? What will we have accomplished? Because just to believe in God alone requires faith. You might take that step, and that might be mustard seed faith. But then when you begin to walk with God, he proves you, he prunes you, he continues to develop you to bring you to a place of great faith. Everything in your life is not because God is trying to punish you, or because you're not getting this money in time, you're not getting these resources in time, you're not getting your home in time, you're about to be kicked out, you're not getting pay in time, you're not getting, the gifts of the Spirit that you want in time, you're not getting to serve in this capacity in time. No, God is not trying to punish you. He is trying to develop you. He is trying to give you faith for the journey. Because every level and every step that we take with God, he is pruning us, he is proving us, and he is showing us that we need faith for this journey. He is continually developing faith in us. He's not punishing you. He's not watching you suffer. He's developing faith in you. The Africans have a saying, God, if you don't show up now, don't show up at all. Because they need the miracle now. The person is dying now. They need breakthrough now. They don't have time to wait. But at every season of their life, they need a new miracle. So every time God works out a miracle for them, they develop faith. Their faith increases. Disappointments come, struggles come, situations happen, life happens. But God is giving us faith for the journey. So as we continue developing our relationship with God, and as we continue moving further and further, getting to know him deeper and deeper, don't be weary. Don't feel like you are being punished or cruel things are happening to you. Simply wait on God, call upon him, and develop your faith for the journey. God is waiting to just pour out his faith within you, upon you. Just like his love has been poured out on us, he pours out faith into us. And we cannot do this alone. We cannot do this without faith. And God has given us and is continuing to give us faith for this journey. So continue to believe in God, continue to trust him, continue to rely on him, and continue to believe in his promises. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.